All right, and finally we'll get to a little bit of the real world considerations here. Price, bang for the buck, value, whatever you want to call it, and then kind of a wrap up. The 16 gigabyte Galaxy Tab 10.1 Wi-Fi only, $499. The 16 gigabyte Eee Pad Transformer Wi-Fi only, $399. So right off the bat, you know, $100 difference in terms of retail price. You know, on the street, and especially as time goes on, that difference may change a little bit. But for right now, it's a $100 price difference. Is the Tab worth $100 more? It's up to you. If I was going to pick one, not looking at the accessories, just looking at, you know, what the two devices offer, I would go with the Tab myself because it is thinner and lighter, and I like the look and feel of it better. And to me, for using a tablet, you know, that's a big consideration. The extra ports on the Asus, you know, the mini HDMI and the micro SD slot definitely could be critical for you. For me, they're not all that critical for my tablet usage. You know, I haven't found that I've used any other tablets all that much with those kinds of things. I just use them on their own most of the time. So for me, you know, the extra money is a big deal, and $100 is a lot to pay for something that's a few millimeters and a few ounces lighter. That being said, you know, money no object, I'm definitely going with the Samsung. Now, you consider money, you also consider the wild card here of the crazy docking keyboard. Again, there is a docking keyboard available for the Samsung, but I haven't seen it, I haven't gotten a chance to check it out yet, you know, hands-on. From what I've seen, it doesn't offer the versatility. It's more just kind of a stand-up stand. It doesn't offer the versatility of the Asus dock here. Asus went to great lengths to really design something that could turn the Eee Pad into a full-on transformer, like the name suggests, into a full-on kind of hybrid tablet, notebook, netbook even stand-in. I think what's holding it back, the keyboard is a little bit small, like I said, for some people I find it a little bit small. I think what's holding it back though is software. Honeycomb, you know, it's getting there. It's not quite there yet in terms of total polish for me, although 3.1 definitely helps a lot, and Ice Cream Sandwich is going to be really interesting. But then looking at running, you know, this device as a netbook replacement, notebook replacement, it just depends on what you want to use it for. If the software is available, and you can stand a few little quirks that already, you know, the firmware update that Asus pushed out for the keyboard has helped quite a bit in terms of responsiveness, trackpad, typing, that kind of thing. But, you know, they really did a lot of work with all the customizations to the buttons and the trackpad functionality and everything, and it really works really well, you know, for a lot of use cases. And you get that great flexibility, tablet, now I want the whole keyboard, you know, back and forth, that kind of thing. But for $150, you know, that's a lot of money, and now you're looking at, instead of a $400 device, $550, and for $550 you're getting into low-end laptop range, or, you know, kind of high-end netbook range, if there is such a thing. But again, you know, it's all up to you and your use case. If you're looking at a tablet anyway and you want this to be your primary device, or at least your primary secondary device, if you know what I mean, when you're not reaching for your laptop or your desktop, you know, you're the tablet, but you want to have the option for just, you know, full flexibility, the extra docking ports, the extra battery life, you know, over 50-60% of extra battery life, the extra memory card slots, all that stuff. You know, it does make a very interesting use case, but, you know, much less portable, obviously, pretty thick, definitely heavier, and then you compare it to this and it's a big difference, but you have the keyboard. So for me, my personal pick, I'm going with the Samsung. Pretty much equivalent performance. It's lighter, it's thinner. I prefer the design a little bit, and that's going to be my choice as the Samsung. Best bang for your buck, no doubt, the Asus, $100 cheaper. It's basically the same thing, just a little bit bigger and heavier, and it works really, really well. And Asus has some nice, you know, we're still waiting on the Samsung TouchWiz UX downloads, but Asus has some nice little widgets. They're just, you know, they're just little things, but they work really well. In general, I just like the, where is it? I don't know, I just like kind of the look and feel of that nice classic update there on the front with the easy fonts. And then, of course, if you want the full-on flexibility, you know, I won't go into it again, but right now definitely the Asus is the option. I think, you know, look at your budget, look at what you need. I think we're going to see a trend, and it's already happening with the Toshiba tablets coming out, the Acer tablets coming out. You know, you'll see more and more Android Honeycomb tablets, and that price point is going to drop. When the first ones came out, they were, you know, the Zoom was $600, and then we're seeing $500 for devices like the Tab. Now we're seeing $400 for the Transformer, and, you know, the Toshiba's around in that price range. I think they're gonna continue to get lower. I think we're gonna see $300 Android Honeycomb tablets with, you know, Tegra 2 or an equivalent. 16 gigs of internal storage. I think we'll see them dipping below 350 anyway, certainly by winter holiday. So, you know, by then we'll have the Kal-El tablets out with the quad cores and who knows what else. But they're both winners. They're both solid devices. My pick's the Samsung. If you're on a budget, definitely the Asus. There you go. You can't really go wrong with either one of them if you want an Android tablet. Thanks again to the folks from Asus and Samsung for lending us the devices, and to Google and Samsung for giving these out at Google I/O. Much more on the site, including John Rettinger's take on, you know, he did a lot of stuff on the Transformer and he loved it, and I can see why. And also including your takes. Sound off in the comments. That's what it's all about, you know? Let us know what you think over on technobuffalo.com. Till next time, my name is Noah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to look for us on Rev 3, Technobuffalo on Revision 3, if I can talk, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. New episode every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Ask the Buffalo, what's the apps? Rumor Roundup. Check it out, TV on Rev 3. We'll see you later.